Nitai Gaura Hari. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Shri Radha Gokulanand ki jai, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone. Today we are going to read from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 30. I'm just going to recite the Sanskrit and then we'll do the translation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadureva samantavyaha samyak vyavastito hi saha. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadureva samantavyaha samyak vyavastito hi saha. Api chesu duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadureva samantavyaha samyak vyavastito hi saha. So word for word now. Api, even, chet, if, suduracharaha, one committing the most abominable actions, bhajate, is engaged in devotional service, mam, unto me, ananya bhag, without deviation, sadhuhu, a saint, eva, certainly, saha, he, mantavyaha, is to be considered, samyak, completely, vyavastitaha, situated in determination, he, certainly, saha, he. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The word suduracharaha used in this verse is very significant, and we should understand it properly. When a living entity is conditioned, he has two kinds of activities. One is conditional and the other one is constitutional. As for protecting the body or abiding by the rules of society and state, certainly there are different activities, even for the devotee, in connection with the conditional life. And such activities are called conditional. Besides this, the living entity who is fully conscious of his spiritual nature and is engaged in Krishna consciousness or the devotional service of the Lord has activities which are called transcendental. Such activities are performed in his constitutional position, and they are technically called devotional service. Now, in the conditioned state, sometimes devotional service and the conditional service in relation to the body will parallel one another. But then again, sometimes these activities become opposed to one another. As far as possible, a devotee is very cautious so that he does not do anything that could disrupt his wholesome condition. He knows that perfection in his activities depends on his progressive realization of Krishna consciousness. Sometimes, however, it may be seen that a person in Krishna consciousness commits some act which may be taken as most abominable socially or politically. But such a temporary fall down does not disqualify him. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that if a person falls down but is wholeheartedly engaged in the transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, the Lord, being situated within his heart, purifies him and excuses him from that abomination. The material contamination is so strong that even a yogi, fully engaged in the service of the Lord, sometimes become ensnared. But Krishna consciousness is so strong that such an occasional fall down is at once rectified. Therefore, the process of devotional service is always a success. No one should deride a devotee for some accidental fall down from the ideal path. For as explained in the next verse, such occasional fall down will be stopped in due course, as soon as a devotee is completely situated in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, a person who is situated in Krishna consciousness and is engaged with determination in the process of chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, should be considered to be in the transcendental position. Even if by chance or accident he is found to have fallen.
Sorry to bother. Would you make an announcement? I'm going to stand there with the baby. If the baby belonged to anybody, the young little girl we found out near the lake, one who jumped in the lake.
Okay. You bringing the baby? It's okay? Okay, sorry about this. Even if by chance or accident he is found to have fallen, the word sadhur eva, he is saintly, are very emphatic. There are a warning to the non-devotees that because of an accident fall down, a devotee should not be derided. He should still be considered saintly even if he has accidentally fall down. And the word mantavyaha is still more emphatic. If one does not follow this rule and derides a devotee for his accidental fall down, then one is disobeying the order of the Supreme Lord. The only qualification of a devotee is to be unflinchingly and exclusively engaged in devotional service. In the Narsimha Purana, the following statement is given: Bhagavati cha hare antya cheta brahasmalinopi vrijante manusyaha nahi sasha kalusha chashis pakkadachit timira parabhavatam upaiti chandraha. The meaning is that even if one fully engaged in the devotional service of the Lord is sometimes found engaged in abominable activities, these activities should be considered to be like the spots that resemble the mark of a rabbit on the moon. Such spots do not become an impediment to the diffusion of moonlight. Similarly, the accidental fall down of a devotee from the path of saintly character does not make him abominable. On the other hand, one should not misunderstand that a devotee in transcendental devotional service can act in all kinds of abominable ways. This verse only refers to an accident due to the strong power of material connections. Devotional service is more or less a declaration of war against the illusory energy. As long as one is not strong enough to fight the illusory energy, there may be accidental fall downs. But when one is strong enough, he is no longer subjected to such fall downs, as previously explained. No one should take advantage of this verse and commit nonsense and think that he is still a devotee. If he does not improve in his character by devotional service, then it is to be understood that he is not a high devotee. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanand Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtha Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatari. Welcome to Bhaktivedanta Manor. We are doing Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 30. Is there anyone coming to Bhaktivedanta Manor first time? You all been here before? That's nice to see you all today. So I'm just going to read the translation one more time. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. I'm just speaking this verse for my own purification. Please forgive me for my shortcomings and offenses. Please bless me so I can speak something which is for my purification and relevant to everyone. Hare Krishna. So this Bhagavad Gita is call Bhagavad Gita as it is, because Srila Prabhupada, who has written this Bhagavad Gita, he is written as Krishna was spoken onto the battlefield. Because normally Bhagavad Gita has a different translation, but this is the only Bhagavad Gita has got word to word and translation exactly as Krishna was spoken on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The proof of this Bhagavad Gita's success is when Prabhupada went to America and converted all the hippies into the happies. He made the devotee. And this is because of the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. He has given it to all the living entities who are suffering in material miseries. He has given everyone that what is the goal of life and how to live the human form of life, what to do and what should be the goal of our life. So that was the message he has given to all the people in America, and therefore they took it very seriously and changed their lives. So this chapter is called Most Confidential Knowledge. So Krishna is on a battlefield with Arjuna, his friend, and Arjuna is supposed to fight with his own family and his brothers, his gurus, with everyone. But he found it very difficult to fight with his own family. So Krishna guided him, and Krishna says that you should do your duty. Do your duty properly, and that way you will find justice. And in this knowledge, he is also giving us, in this chapter especially, how to have a self-realization. What is the goal of our life? And most confidential knowledge is self-realization. Who are we? And how we are connected to Krishna. So in this chapter, that's why it's called Most Confidential Knowledge, because this is the most confidential knowledge. It's pure knowledge and everlasting and joyfully performed. So in this verse, there is a couple of points. First one is the word suduracharaha. Duracharaha means someone who commits bad activities. But sudurachara means someone who performs very bad activities. So why Krishna is forgiving to those devotees who are actually committing very bad activities? So first of all, we should understand that why Krishna loves his devotees. Now, Krishna's heart is like millions of Bengali mothers, very, very soft and compassionate and caring. So that's Krishna, our loving God, who loves his devotees. Now, second thing is, why Krishna just loves his devotees? He's not partial, he loves everyone, but devotees are very special. The reason Krishna loves his devotee and favors them and also forgives them for their most abominable activities is there is 26 qualities of the devotees. Like they're supposed to be calm, compassionate, not quarrel with everyone, equal to everyone. Many, 26 qualities of devotees. But out of all of 26 qualities, one quality is most important, very prominent. And that is, he says in the verse, Purport, is devotees only take shelter of Krishna. He doesn't deviate from his attention from Krishna's lotus feet. So Krishnam ekam sharanam. He only takes shelter of Krishna, no one else, no demigods. He respects demigods. He treats demigods as a servant of Krishna. So, for example, he doesn't go to Durgama for a wealth, Lord, and then Parvati for a good husband, and he prays to sun Surya Dev for good health. He doesn't go to different places for different things. His only attention to Krishna. He's totally surrendered to Krishna. And this one quality of a devotee purchases Krishna, that he's only taken my shelter. So that because of that one quality, Krishna is looking after and forgiving all the bad activities his devotees does. Now, that surrender, that if devotee has that one quality, that he's only taken shelter of Krishna, all other 25 qualities will automatically come because of that one quality. Because he is surrender, and when once is surrender, Krishna is just accepts it and bestows his mercy upon them. So therefore, Krishna forgives his devotee because they are surrendered soul and they are wholeheartedly wants to serve Krishna. That is their main quality, is they want to serve Krishna. Now the second point here is living entity has two parallel wills going. One is material life and the second one is spiritual life. So we do things which helps our body, our family, society, everything, material level on a bodily platform. But then we have our duty for our soul as well, so which is our spiritual activities. So spiritual activities, it is something which satisfies our soul. Service to the Lord, which satisfies the Lord the most. And therefore, we should do both parallel. We should balance both activities. But sometimes in our life, time comes that our faith sometimes shakes, our situation, problems, difficulty comes, and then we think, where is Krishna? Why is it not helping me? But in that time, if we still keep Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Shri Sita Ram Lakshmanan Mahan ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. In those difficult times, if we have a firm faith in Krishna that whatever is happening is due to my own karma, and the difficulty should be taken as we can surrender to Krishna. If this is the mood of our, this is our mood when the difficulty comes, that time we pass our test. We pass that and we qualify to have Krishna's trust that yes, this is the right devotee, pure devotee who trusts me. Even if he's going through the most difficult times, he knows that this happens due to my karma. And also, this is the way I can surrender to the Lord. So the spiritual life and material life sometimes goes well, but sometimes it's just not going so well. And in that time, the faith of the devotee is the most important. The reason sometimes our material life shakes because we are trying to serve Krishna and material energy is so strong. It's like almost we swimming against the force. It's like declaring the war against the Maya Devi. So when you are in a war, there bound to be some fall, the blood, but that's supposed to be a decoration for a Kshatriya. Otherwise, there is no proper war. So similarly, in material life as well, unless we say face some challenges, difficulties, that way we will prove that our faith is strong in Krishna. Otherwise, everything sailing very smoothly, there is a chance to show him that we are surrender and we have a faith in you. Whatever happens is for a reason. So, because of the strong illusory energy, we sometimes fall down. But in those, if someone falls down or apparently does the bad activities, we should not take it as we should not judge them. We should be compassionate and think that how can I help this person? How can I pray for them so they can be better, deal with this situation, whatever they're going through. So, one time, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj was opening a temple, which is Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj. And he didn't see one bhakta who was there before, and he inquired, where is he? So they said, because of some bad activities he was doing, we have to let him go from the temple. Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was so upset. And then devotee brought him back again, and he said that it takes 300 gallons of blood to make one devotee. How can we let him go into the material world? And therefore, when they brought him back, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj was so happy to see him back, that we didn't leave him outside in the material world to suffer. Because to become a devotee is a like a, as I said, it's a declaration against the war, against the Maya Devi. So, like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, we should be compassionate that even if they do the very bad activities, we should give them a chance. Because the reason Krishna gives them a chance, Krishna knows how powerful the devotional service is. His devotional service and his holy name, how powerful it is. So, when devotee commits any bad activities, afterwards he regrets. He feels that, oh, why did I do such a thing? Why did I say something like that? Even I have experienced sometimes, even devotees think in their minds that, why did she do something like this? They still confess and says, in my mind I thought bad about her or him. And they feel bad about it just by thinking bad about it as well. That regret actually purifies the devotee. Because that fire of feeling bad about it, it purifies the heart. And straight away the devotee starts to chant and think about Krishna, that, oh Krishna, I made a mistake, please forgive me. Now, thinking about Krishna and his holy name is so powerful that automatically purifies the devotees. So therefore, Krishna knows that devotee will come back to me, he will chant, and therefore he will be purified. So I should give him a chance to continue with his devotional service because of his surrender. Second point was even the yogis sometimes performing so much meditation and yoga for many years, but still they fall down because the material energy is so strong. But the devotional service is different than yoga and meditation and all of that, because like a Vishwamitra Muni, he was performing yoga for many years, but still Manika came, Apsara from the heavenly planets, and he was disturbed. But Haridas Thakur, who was a devotee, Namacharya Haridas Thakur, and he was chanting the holy name. and prostitute came, but still he was not deviated from his sadhana and his bhakti. So that's the difference between bhakti and then yogi. So when one is in devotional service, even if he falls down, he will be still purified, and he will be still able to do his service again. That's the power of a devotional service. There was one more point here, was this is the accidental fall down we're talking about. It's not purposefully committing any bad activities. So accident fall down means you want to do better, you want to do that, but sometimes previous lives, habits is a good word. Habits means if you take the H out, a bit left, and if you take the A out, bit still left. So it's hard to get rid of the bad habits. So sometimes because of the bad habits, it takes a long time to come out of it. So accidental fall down is forgiven by Krishna. But if you do it purposefully, like if you done once, if you done twice, and it's not still, we don't rectify our mistakes, then it's an offense. Because when we chant the holy name, there is 10 offenses, and in that 7th offense is chanting of the holy name on the strength of committing the offenses on the strength of the holy name. So we can't think that, because I'm chanting the holy name, so I can do some mistakes, it's okay, I will be forgiven. That's not the mood we are, Prabhupada saying here, that we should be doing any bad activities. So this is completely about accident fall downs, not purpose, premeditated for bad activities. So there is one story which is we can relate to this is Lord Indra, who is responsible to give the rains. One time, Krishna's father Nanda Baba was performing puja for Lord Indra to give the rain. But Krishna says that why are we performing this for Indra? We should worship Govardhan, because he is the one giving us grass, water and everything. So because Krishna said, Nanda Baba agreed, and the whole village performed the Govardhan puja rather than Indra puja. And when Indra found out that he hasn't got his puja this year, he was very furious, and he sent so much rain that the Brajavasi and they all had to go under the shelter of Giriraj. So after these pastimes, Indra realized his mistake, and he thought, I made a mistake. So he straight away went to Krishna and asked for forgiveness, that Lord, I made a mistake, please forgive me. And Krishna forgave him, because he was a devotee. He was just come under the illusion of an ego that I am the spiritual, I got the spiritual, I got the heavenly planets, I'm the king of heavenly planets. So just to rectify his mistake, Krishna punished him, but he didn't abandon him. He didn't say that I am neglecting you, can't commit. No, Krishna just wanted him to learn the lesson, but still accepted him as a devotee. So this is the difference. When Krishna killed the demons, he didn't forgive them that, he killed them. But the devotees, he forgave them and gave them a chance again to perform the devotionals. So this is the difference when people committing the bad activities purposefully, which are the demons, and this is the devotees, like even Lord Brahma, who took the children or the gopas from the playground. So Krishna still forgave him, because Indra and Brahma, they're all devotees, and therefore they were forgiven. So this is the good example of like to become a devotee is a big thing, because you are surrendered to Krishna, you want to serve Krishna and his devotees. So when somebody commits small mistakes here and there, we should not judge them, but give them a chance to progress. We all must have experienced it as a mothers, that like our child sometimes makes some mistakes, even if he steals something from the house. We don't go to police and says, oh, police, look, my son did this and now please arrest him. No, we don't do that. We just say to our son that, please, don't do this. This is not very good. But same compassion we should have for everyone. And that compassion will attract Krishna's mercy, because we're helping his children to progress in their spiritual journey as well. And if we all feel like that, like as a family, sometimes someone graduated or achieved something nice, we all celebrate, don't we? That, wow, he's graduated now, let's find a nice job for him. We all help him out. So we should do that for our own spiritual community as well, that celebrate whatever small thing even they achieve, but help them if they're struggling. And that's what this verse is trying to say. I think I covered everything. Yep. Is there any questions or any comments so far?
So what if the child makes the same mistake again, or he's making those mistakes purposefully?
Then we have to. So Mother Yashoda, Krishna was, and also he was stealing the buttermilk. So then she tied him up. It says, because it depends if he does once, but if he does purposefully, then you have to rectify him and just say this is not good, definitely.
And also the demons, right, which Krishna killed, they also went to all Goloka, right? Because Krishna gave them liberation, isn't it?
Yes, they've been liberated.
So both the demons and the sages, they both went to Goloka.
So the demons, they didn't go to Goloka Dham. They didn't go to.
So even after Krishna killed them and they touched Krishna's feet, and they didn't go.
So they went to Vishnu Lokas.
Okay.
Yes, there's a different type of liberation. You get 5 different types of liberation. So that's a different type of liberations. Goloka Dham, where the devotee is the topmost planet, where you can become Krishna's parents or Krishna's friends, Krishna's servants, Krishna's lover, Krishna's 5 different rasas there. That's different planet. But the other planets are Vishnu Lokas, where you can have a same form as Krishna's, same opulence as Krishna's. So that's different, 5 different types of Sayujya Mukti, those kind of a liberation you get it. So the demons get those kind of liberations. It depends their desires and then their karmas, what kind of a lokas they will go to, each living entities.
So what is the characteristic of a person who would go to Goloka? Like what are the things that he or she should be doing or performing? So he has, today we were learning in our Bhagavad Gita class, right, about akarma, vikarma, and karma, good karma, right? So what are the symptoms? What does it look like?
So for us to go to Goloka Dham, we become. Yes, Srila Prabhupada once been asked by a devotee, said, how long does it take to go to Goloka Dham? Prabhupada says 1 second. 1 second. What do you have to have? Desire. If you have a desire, sincere desire to go to Goloka Dham, it will happen, because Krishna only wants you to have a desire. He fulfills all our desires as a good father. He does it. So if we desire, He will fulfill our desire, because He will put us in such a house, in such a family, that we will become a devotee, a pure devotee, and then that we will go to Goloka Dham. Yeah, so it's pure devotee we have to become. All our activities should be dedicated to serve Krishna. From the time we wake up, the time we go to sleep. It doesn't matter we are a family member, or we are a king, or we are a housewife. Anyone can do it. Anyone. It's a changing of the consciousness. It's not changing of our position or places or anything. It's just changing our consciousness. So, for example, as a housewife or as a mother, we should think that this house belongs to Krishna and I'm serving Krishna's family. So automatically our activities is not bound by karma. It automatically becomes spiritual activities. So once the activities is done for Krishna, then there is no karma. It's a bhakti. It's a pure devotion. So serving, cooking, we only cook for Krishna to offer the bhoga for him. So cooking is done for Krishna as well. Cleaning the house is Krishna's house. We need to clean really nicely. Going to shopping, we shopping for Krishna's family and for Krishna. We buying the bhoga for Krishna. So every activities we do, going to work even, is for, so we can earn the money, feed the family. They are all Krishna's children and Krishna, because we got the altar in the house as well. So it's just the changing of the consciousness, that how we can make all our activities to serve Krishna. And therefore, if our consciousness will be constantly, we are serving Krishna, so time of the death, we will remember Krishna. And if one remembers Krishna at the time of the death, he will go to Krishna Loka. So it's just a question of how you think about all the activities you do in your day-to-day life. Who are you doing it for? Even though you are doing for your body, your family, but you can keep Krishna in the center of your life and work around it. That way, everything will become spiritual. You don't need to do anything extra than whatever you're doing. Just put Krishna in the center of your life. That way, your consciousness will be, I am serving Krishna, Krishna's family, cooking for Krishna, cleaning for Krishna, going shopping for Krishna. Then you're not bound by any karmas at all. Everything is done to serve Him. And when we want to serve Lord, we do it properly. We are extra careful, because everything has to be best for Him. So, serving our family, we serve them up to our best capacity, because they are His children.
So then that means we can't scold them, we can't.
No, we have to. We have to. Yashoda Maya also scolded Krishna, because she said that I can't let him do whatever, if he's a naughty, if he's doing not right. Yes, we have to. That's our duty as well. That they become a good human being, good devotee. That is our duty. We should, whatever our responsibilities given in this life, we should do it our best capacity as a mother, as a wife.
We should revenge about it.
So, yeah. Yes, Mataji.
My question is, so when you're going through a problem or difficulty, you said to have faith in Krishna. But what if the problem in the material was so big that you can't have that faith in Krishna, that your problem is being so big, you want to have faith, but you're really struggling. So what can you do in those times?
So when you're going to this is from my own experience, I can tell you that I was going through a very, very difficult time in my life. So this is the before I was in Krishna consciousness. So you can compare how was I. And that time I was devastated. So bad that I had to call my whole family and think, how am I going to survive now? So it was so difficult that we totally finished, as you can say. Then we survived them, but it took us a long time and it affected us badly because we didn't have any knowledge why we're going through and what we're supposed to be doing. Second time it happened while we were in Krishna consciousness. But this time it was totally different. The problem was even worse, but it was totally different. I heard this verse from one of the Maharaj who was giving class just here, and he said that if you are going through the difficulties and if you still faithfully go to Krishna and say that, I am your servant, I am faithful servant, I believe in whatever is happening is for a reason, and it will be for my own benefit. And if you do that, the situation will change completely. And it actually did. It opened my eyes, and I felt like, wow, this is very powerful. Why was I not thinking like this? And it was it was like a miracle happened. As soon as I had a faith that whatever is happening for a reason, and I completely trust you, Krishna, and situation changed. So honestly, it's just, you have to completely surrender and say with your heart that I believe in whatever is happening is for a reason, and it will be for my... And now, when I see that whole thing, I'm thinking that happened for a reason, and it happened for a very good reason. So it's about the faith in Krishna. Even though doesn't matter how bad the difficulty it is, if you change your mentality, it will 100% work.
But also in difficulties, you tend to rely more and have deeper faith, right, in Krishna or in God.
That's right. Yes,
Right?
yes.
Because, in happiness you may forget him once, but in sadness you can
Never forget.
there's a song, दुख भी मुझे प्यारे हैं, सुख भी मुझे प्यारे हैं, छोड़ू मैं किसे भगवन, दोनों ही तुम्हारे हैं.
That's right. So anyone else have any questions? Are you happy with your answer, Mataji? Sorry, Mataji. Are you okay with the answer?
And how do you consistently go on that path of Krishna consciousness? Like, how do you not, even during happiness or other times, right? Sometimes you lose, I'm not saying lose faith, but sometimes maybe you get bored, there are chores, there are other things which you're not able to comply with, and the time is difficult.
So hearing is very important. Hearing and reading. Even for us, every day we read the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and listen to the class. That is the most important. If we don't, we fall down straight away because it's the Maya. Maya Devi is very strong. So hearing every day from a right source, saintly people, from the lineage, hear from them, that way is constantly reminding ourselves that this is the best thing for us. This is the only best thing for us. We should continue with good heart. Only by hearing and reading, we can continue faithfully and happily. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you.
कोई है नहीं.
Oh, my wife is here. Yeah, so that's why I brought her. नहीं वो तुम देख लिया कर तुम्हें पक्का रुकना पड़ेगा प्रसाद के लिए so because nobody is there. श्री श्री राधा गोकुल नंद की, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की. So we'll start the Gora Arti now. The wordings are here on the top right hand on the screen, and I'll sing and people can then follow. Ki bajayo jayo Gora Chande re Arati ko sobha. Ki bajayo jayo Gora Chande re Arati ko sobha. Jana vitata vane Jag man lobha. Jana vitata vane Jag man lobha. Dakhin nitai jaan name gadadhara. Dakhin nitai jaan name gadadhara. Nikate advaita shrini vasa chatradhara. Nikate advaita shrini vasa chatradhara. Hosiyate Gora Chan Ratna Simbatane. Hosiyate Gora Chan Ratna Simbatane. Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Narahari Adi Kori Kamar Dhulaya Narahari Adi Kori Kamar Dhulaya Anjaya Mukunda Basu Gota Digaya Anjaya Mukunda Basu Gota Digaya Pancha baje ganta baje baje kartala Pancha baje ganta baje baje kartala Madhura mridanga baje Paramartala Madhura mridanga baje Paramartala Shanka baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Shanka baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Madhur 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 baje Madhur 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 baje Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Mahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujjvala